Hello everyone, this is Dr. Suman, Associate Professor from the Department of Civil Engineering, AJIT, Mangalore. Today I will be dealing some of the numericals in the concept of centroid. In the previous lecture, we have already seen some of the problems where we found out the centroid. In today's set of problems, we have these cutout portions from the lamina. So if you see this figure in the question, they have given you locate the center of the shaded area. If you look into the shaded area, we do not have a direct formula to find out the x bar and y bar for such shapes. So what we do is we find out the centroid of these kind of shapes by using the shapes whose centroid we already know. That is, for this type of a figure, we will consider this whole as a triangle and later we just deduct this area, and finally using this moment of area of the deducted portion, we find out the x bar and the y bar. So that is how we proceed in this problem as well. What I will do is I will consider the entire thing as a rectangle whose area is 1000 into 1200, and later I will deduct the semicircle as well as the triangle from this. So let us start considering this rectangle as first, this triangle as second, and this as the third figure. A rectangle whose area is 1200 into 1000, and what is the x distance? X distance from the y axis is 1200 by 2, which is 600, and depth is 1000 divided by 2, which is 500. Multiply area into x, area into y, and fill it in the respective columns. Next, consider the triangle. This is second. Half into base into height. Half into 400 into 1000. I have put a minus sign here. Why minus sign? Because this is the cutout portion from this entire triangle. So this is not shaded area. So I need to cut out this portion from the entire rectangle. So I put a minus sign over here. However, this x and y are positive because both are lying in the first quadrant. So both are above positive x-axis on the positive y-axis. So I will not consider there as negative. Let us find out what is the x distance of this rectangle, of this triangle from this point. So we have 800 mm semicircular, that is 800, plus from the apex side of the triangle it is 2/3 of 400. So it is 800 plus 2/3 of 400, you will get 1066.66. And y distance from x-axis is 1/3 of this height, 1/3 of 1000, 333.33. Now multiply a into x, a into y, and fill in the respective columns. Then move on to the semicircle. The semicircle area is given by pi r square by 4. Even here I have included a negative sign because this is also a cut-off portion. Okay, so we need to remove this. It is minus pi r square. R is 400. So substitute here. So you will be deducting this portion from the entire rectangle. Next, the distance x from the y-axis. X distance is 800 by 2. Okay, so it is 800 by 2, and y distance is at this point is the CG. So it is 4r by 3 pi in positive y-axis. So it is plus 4r by 3 pi. R is 400 here. So both are positive. Please make a note. Look back into the derivations. If the semicircle is lying in this quadrant, then what will be the x bar and y bar? If it is lying in the second quadrant, what is the x bar and y bar? Likewise, the four things are there. So please have a look into your derivation and the tabular column which I have given in the previous video lecture. Then all you need to do is multiply this a into x, a into y, substitute here. So these both are the cutout portion moment areas. So just when you sum up everything, this is positive, these two are negative. So the net is available here. Now use the basic equation to find out x bar and y bar, that is summation of ax divided by summation of a. Area also the same thing happens. This is positive, just deduct this value, these both values from this value. So you will get 748,672.59. Substitute here and find out the x bar and y bar. So this is how we find out the centroid of the shaded portion. Okay, we'll move on to the next problem. In this problem you may see that they have asked you to find out the centroid of the shaded area. In this figure you may see there is some shape given. So we do not know what is the shape exactly. We need to find out what is the shaded portion. So we have to find out the centroid of the shaded portion. What I will do is, I have a triangle over here and I will consider this as one rectangle. Okay, I'll consider this as one rectangle. Remove this triangle from the rectangle, so I will be remaining with this portion, and this quadrant I can consider separately and solve the problem. That is, this is given as 60. So this is 60, this is 60. So I can consider this as the quarter circle and solve the problem. So once I find out this quarter circle, and once I get after removing the cutout of the triangle, I get this triangle. So sum of these both will give you the shaded area centroid. Okay, so I will basically consider three components. One is the rectangle whose size is 30 into 60, and one more is the triangle half into base into height, and that is to deduct, and one more is the quadrant, only so much, pi r square by 4. Okay, so first rectangle 30 into 60, and what is x distance from the y axis? X distance is 30 by 2, that is 15. Y distance from the x axis, it is 60 divided by 2, that is 30. A into x, a into y, you will get this. Next, go to the quadrant. This is the quadrant. Apply the formula for the quarter circle, pi r square by 4. R is nothing but 60, it's given 60 here. This side also it is 60, so this is also 60. Pi r square by 4, you will get 2827.43. That is positive because it's the shaded area. Okay. Next, I need to find out what is the x distance. X distance, that is, if CG of the quarter circle is here, what is the x distance from the y axis? So what is this distance? 30 mm plus this is 4r by 3 pi. So it is 4r by 3 pi plus 30. You will get 55.465. Next, I am supposed to find out what is the y distance. This is the y distance of the quadrant. Okay, so the total is 60, and total is 60 minus 4r by 3 pi. This distance I will be subtracting. I know the total distance from here to here 60 minus this distance 4r by 3 pi. So you will get 34.535. Then multiply area into x, area into y, you will get these two. Okay. Now move on to the triangle. Triangle, you know, area is half into base into height, but this is the cutout portion, so I include a negative sign. Half into 30 into 60, that is minus 900. Next, coming to x of this with respect to y axis, x is 1/3 of this 30. 1/3 of 30 is 10. Next, the y distance with respect to x axis, 1/3 of 60, it's 20. So find out a into x, a into y, you will get minus 9000 minus 18,000. Summation of ax is nothing but this, summation of ay this. So only the triangle is the cutout portion. That is why only here the negative sign has come. Now use this summation ax and summation ay in the formula. Find out summation of the area. Here also these two areas will be added up because it's the shaded portion. Only the triangle area is you're subtracting it. So it is minus 900. 3727.433. Substitute in these equations. Find out what is x bar and y bar. Okay. So this is how we find the centroid of the shaded portion. Next problem we will move on to. Next problem is locate the centroid of the plane shown in the figure with respect to O. They have given the point O. That is, usually you had the reference axis in this side. In the previous problem, most of the problems we worked out, x and y axis were in this direction, whereas in this problem they have given you y direction here and x direction is here. Okay. So in the given figure, if you see, which are the cutouts? There is a cutout here, circle, and there is another cutout portion here, that is quarter circle. So these have to be subtracted from this particular shaded region. Okay. So if I consider this entire thing as a rectangle, from here I may have to cut out this portion, and from the entire ensemble this circle has to be deducted because they are the cutout portion. So I can see through this. This is the cutout portion. I hope you understand. Now next you have to name each figure. That is, I named this as rectangle as 1. I named this semicircle as 2. This whole semicircle as 2. The triangle which is lying over here is 3. This circle as 4. And this quarter circle as 5. Similar to the previous problem, first find out what is the area of the rectangle. 8 into this whole distance. This is given as 5, radius of the semicircle. So this is 5, this is 5, 10. 8 into 10 is the area of the rectangle. Find out the x distance of the rectangle. X distance of the rectangle from this point. Okay, now your reference axis is given here. So from this point, what is the x? X is, first of all, it is in the second quadrant. So x will be minus. So it is minus 8 by 2. Rectangle means it is b by 2. So it is 8 by 2 minus 4 you are getting with respect to the reference axis. So minus 8 by 2. Whereas the D is in the depth is in the positive y direction. So it is, this whole is 10. 10 divided by 2. Here somewhere your CG will be lying for the rectangle. So it is 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. Now multiply a into x, a into y, and substitute in the respective columns. Move on to the semicircle. The semicircle is having a radius of 5 mm. So it is pi r square by 2. Pi r square by 2. You will get 39.269. Okay. So what is the x distance of the semicircle? X distance of the semicircle is this point. Okay. X distance of the semicircle will be with respect to the y axis. So it is 8 mm. 8 mm plus up to this point of the semicircle, CG will be at a distance of 4r by 3 pi. So it is 8 plus 4r by 3 pi. It is in the negative x direction. So it is minus. What about the y distance? Y distance with respect to x axis is at 5. That is, whole is 10 of the semicircle diameter divided by 2, which is equal to 5. So a into x, a into y, you get the value of ax and ay. This is positive, this is negative, and this is also positive over here. So it should have been positive here. Okay. Next, moving on to triangle. Triangle is half into base 6 mm into height 3 meter. We'll get 9. It is not the cutout portion, so no negative sign here. However, it is below the x-axis in the negative x direction. Correct? Negative x direction and negative y direction. So both your y component and the x component from the y axis should be negative. So both will be negative. Okay. So let us find out what is x. X will be somewhere here. CG of the triangle will be somewhere here. So 2 plus 1/3 of 6. 2 plus 1/3 of 6 with a negative sign because it is in the negative x-axis. Correct? That side is a positive x-axis. This side is a negative x-axis. Okay. So it is a minus sign here. And y distance of this triangle with respect to this. So it is negative 1/3 of 3. Negative 1/3 of this 3. Because somewhere here your y distance is with respect to x-axis. So it is 1/3 of 3. Multiply area into x, area into y. So you get minus 36 and minus 9 for the triangle. Now move on to the circle. Circle area is how much? Pi r square. Pi r square. What is the radius of the circle? 1 mm. Substitute 1 mm. Pi r square. I have included a negative sign. Why negative sign here? Because this is the cutout area which has to be subtracted from the other area. So it is minus. So you will get minus 3.142. Okay. Now I need to find out what is the x distance of the circle. X distance of the circle. CG will lie at the center point. We know for circle it is r. Correct? So this is already included in this 8 mm. So distance of this CG of the circle is at a distance of 8 mm from the y-axis. Are you getting the point? See, this is the circle whose CG will lie over here. Though its radius is 1 mm, we already know the distance of the CG with respect to y-axis. So I will write directly as 8 mm with the negative sign because it is in the negative x-axis. Correct? Yeah. So next one is the y distance. Y distance of the circle with respect to the x-axis. At what distance is this? This is 5 mm. This is also 5 mm. So it is 5. But it is in the positive y direction. So it is plus 5. Multiply this area into x, area into y. So minus and minus becomes plus here ax, whereas here this becomes minus 15.71. Now the last fifth component remaining here is another cutout which is available here. They have not shaded it, that is how I decide that it is a cutout portion, and I have to subtract it because I have included it in the rectangle. I have taken the rectangle as 8 mm into 10 mm in this. So this quarter circle is included over here. So in order to remove that, what I will do, I will put a negative sign for the area of the quarter circle, that is minus pi r square divided by 4. R square, r of the quarter circle is 2 mm. So I substituted 2 over here. You get minus 3.142. Now from the derivations, you know for a quarter circle, the CG will lie almost here somewhere, which is at a distance of 4r by 3 pi from this side and 4r by 3 pi from this side. So our y-axis is here. So x is 4r by 3 pi minus y is in the positive y direction. So 4r by 3 pi plus. Substitute r value. Find out what is this value. So you will get a negative sign over here. Negative sign over here. It's missing. Minus 0.849 into minus 3.14 becomes 2.676. This is positive, this is negative, so it becomes minus here. Now use including the signs, just do the summation of these both. In this case you are getting minus 725.67. You don't need to worry when you get a minus sign over here. Okay, it indicates that the x bar will lie in the negative x direction. Okay, so you substitute this minus, same minus what you got for ax, you substitute it over here with the negative sign. So x bar you will get it as minus 5.95, which means that x bar from this point O, x bar is lying in the negative x direction, whereas this you are getting it as positive. Substitute here, you will get 4.67. so y is somewhere lying here. Okay, x bar at this distance, y bar at this distance, and that is what the negative and the positive sign indicates. You will be able to plot the point with the sign and with the magnitude. So this is how we found out the centroid of this shaded portion, which included a quarter circle and the circle and a quarter circle. We'll move on to the next problem. Find the centroid of the given figure. Here again there are one cutout portion, another cutout portion, this is another cutout portion. So how do you identify which is the cutout portion? That is, any irregular shape indicates that there is a cutout portion included, correct? Any irregular shape indicates that there is something cut out. So if it is known, it is easier because we know the x bar and y bar of the semicircle, of the triangle and the rectangle, correct? So let us consider this entire figure as one rectangle and then just remove these three portions from the rectangle. So the entire rectangle area is, first you write down which is 1, which is 2, please write down it clearly. So this whole rectangle is 1, name it here 1, you will have to name it, okay, in your figure. They won't give you which is 1, which is 2, which is 3 figure. It won't be given in the problem. It is you or whoever solves the problem has to identify which is the one figure. So I have identified rectangle to be 1, semicircle to be 2, the triangle to be 3, and actually this is not rectangle, this is square because it is given as 40 by 40. It looks like rectangle but see the dimensions, it is a square. So 4, totally 4 figures here. Using this you are supposed to find out the x bar and y bar. Now take the first one, that is the entire rectangle, 160 into 60, you will get the area. X distance for this entire rectangle, that is somewhere here, 160 divided by 2, this distance is 60, 60 divided by 2 for rectangle, multiply area with x, area with y, write it in the respective column. Go to the semicircle. Semicircle is placed like this with respect to y and x axis. Area of the semicircle is minus pi r squared by 2. So y minus, because this is the cutout portion, I have to take it as minus pi r squared by 2. Find out what is the value of that. Next is x value. X value from the y axis is, whole is 40, 40 divided by 2 is 20. I need to find out what is the y distance. Y distance, if the CG of the semicircle is lying over here, the entire distance is 60, 60 minus 4r by 3 pi. From here to the CG point it is 4r by 3 pi. Just subtract it from the entire 60. You will get the distance from here to here. That is y distance. And then multiply area into x. area into y with the negative sign because it is the cutout portion. Third one is the triangle, half into base into height, that is 40 into 20. It's a cutout portion again, third figure. So it is a minus sign is included in the area. Next, take the x distance. If the CG is somewhere lying over here, so I have 120 plus 2/3 of 40. 120 plus 2/3 of 40 is the x distance. Y distance will be 40 plus 2/3 of 20. This whole is 20, 2/3 of 20. Now multiply area into x, area into y, substitute here. You have a negative sign in the area here, so that is why it appears negative even here. Next, the fourth one is again the cutout, that is the square. 40 into 40 is the area. Since it is cut out, I'll put a negative sign here. Find out the summation of the area. This is positive, rest everything is negative sign. Finally, you will get it as 6971 is the total summation area. For square, what is the x distance? For x distance with respect to y axis, right? So it is 60 mm plus 40 by 2, that is 80. 60 plus 20 is 80. CG of the square is somewhere here. So total is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. It is all about the distance of the CG of that particular figure with respect to the x-axis. Okay. Then multiply area into x, area into y. So you will get sum of all these three are cutouts. Only the rectangle, the entire rectangle is the positive. So cutouts are all of them, you are getting it as negative. So just sum it up, find out the net value of these two, substitute the values here. Summation A substituted here. Find out x bar and y bar for the shaded region. Okay. We'll move on to the next problem. Please read this problem once or twice. Determine the coordinates xc and yc of the center of the 100 mm diameter circle hole cut in a thin plate so that this point will be the centroid of the remaining shaded area. That is, it tells that the coordinates what they have marked xc and yc of the center of this circle whose diameter is 100 mm hole cut in a thin plate such that this point will be the centroid of the remaining shaded area. So this is also the centroid of the remaining shaded area. That is what it says. We know our formula, that is x bar is equal to summation of moments of all the pieces divided by the total area. Now here I will be considering the first a1 x1 is with respect to the rectangle, which is 200 into 150 into the x distance. A1 x1 area is nothing but 200 into 150. Moment of area is nothing but the x distance with respect to y axis. What is the x distance for this entire rectangle? If this is 200, 200 by 2 is 100. So x1 is nothing but 100. Cutout portion is this triangle. So I will put it as minus half into base into height into the moment distance is this 100 plus 2/3 of 100. So cutout portion, so a minus sign will appear here. Even here, see this circle is a cutout portion, so minus a3 x3. Next one is for the circle. Pi area is, this a3 is pi r square, r is 50 mm, so pi 50 squared into xc. Why xc? Because they have given the the coordinates xc and yc of the center of the 100 mm diameter circle hole cut in thin plate, so that this point will be considered as a centroid of the remaining shaded area. So what is this xc usually, x3 usually? This x3 is the component 3's x distance from the y-axis. So component 3's x distance from y-axis is marked already as xc. So multiply it as the xc, and they have also given the condition that the same is the x bar distance for the entire shaded region. Same is the x bar for the entire shaded region. So keep xc here as well. Okay. Now only substitute the areas here. Area of the rectangle, area of the triangle, area of the pi square. Negative sign because it is the cutout portion. Go on simplifying the equations. You will get here xc. Carry the denominator to the right hand side, left hand side. So it is this much. On the right hand side, go on simplifying. You will get it in terms of this much. So take the x terms in one side, on one side, and find out what is xc. You will get 90.476 millimeter. Likewise, move on to calculate the y distances. For y distances, a1 y1 minus a2 y2 minus a3 y3. This area remains same like what you have calculated here. 18,396. So no need of worrying about the area part. The only thing area here also, this also remains same how he calculated in the previous thing. The only thing what will change here is y1, y2 and y3 distances. So y1, if you look here, y1 is nothing but the whole depth divided by 2. 150 divided by 2, that is nothing but 75. For the triangle, with respect to the x-axis, what is the distance? 75 plus 2/3 of 75. Correct? 75 plus 2/3 of 75. And the last one is yc. They have told you that the centroidal distance from of this circle up to x-axis is nothing but, it is also the centroidal distance for the entire shaded region. So keep this as yc, this as also yc. Like previous case, go on simplifying these equations. You will get what is yc. Now we have found out what is xc and what is yc. Determine the coordinates xc and yc of the center of a 100 mm diameter circle hole cut in a thin plate, so that this point will be the centroid. Okay, that's it. This will be the centroid of the remaining shaded area. We wanted to find the centroid of the remaining shaded area. They have given a clue. That is why we worked out in not putting in the tabular column, we worked out in this way. Okay, so what is asked in the question you need to understand. More importantly, you need to know where is the reference axis. If they have given you some other reference axis, no, please consider that reference axis, and from there you have to calculate the respective x and x1, y1, x2, y2. Those you have to calculate from that reference axis. Don't get confused between the centroidal axis and the reference axis. Centroidal axis, initially we are just assuming it may pass through this point, we are just marking it. If you look back in this video, class 3 video and class 2 video from the same centroid problems, you will understand what is the difference. Look in each problem, please look which is the centroidal axis, which is the reference axis. Then you will get a clear idea. In some of the problems we don't even plot the centroidal axis, correct? You went on finding the centroid for each of the geometrical shapes. So you have to work out number of problems, or at least work out what I have mentioned in the videos. On your own, you please practice these problems. Unless you practice, you will not get it right. So this is not that last minute business you'll be doing. This needs practice, and systematically you have to work out each one of them. Okay, so you found out xc and yc. So that is the end of that problem. This is one more assignment problem. It's simple. I've given you x bar and y bar values. Answer. Please work it out and submit on time. Okay. Take care. Thank you.